Last week, an arrest took a turn for the worse across the pond in Memphis, Tennessee, in America, where Tyre Nichols was stopped for what the police initially said was for his reckless driving. The confrontation then escalated dramatically, where 5 police officers took it in turns to beat the 29-year-old. Tyre Nichols was then hospitalised and originally in critical condition, and then later died due to the sustained injuries. Rumours online are saying that Tyre worked at FedEx, and one of the officer's exes, who is his child's mother, worked at FedEx too. Rumour has it that Tyre had intercourse with her and took a picture and then sent it to the police officer. Now, if this is true, and this still needs confirmation, it gives a bit of context as to why a traffic stop escalated dramatically, because it was clearly personal. The tragic and brutal event went viral, and riots ensued across America with looting, car burnings, and damage to public property. It was like the BLM riots in 2020 after the death of George Floyd, only this time the media machine tried to drum up the narrative that these killings were once again about race, despite all 5 of the police officers being black. Now, the first clip I want to play is the star of Sister Act and Jumping Jack Flash, Whoopi Goldberg. Let's take a look.
When will the brutality finally lead to some police reform from the ground up? Because clearly, it doesn't matter if it's a white policeman or a black policeman, it is a problem in the police, in the policing itself. But how many times do we need to see white people also get beaten before anybody will do anything? I'm not suggesting that. So don't write us and tell me what a racist I am. I'm just asking, is that what people have to see in order to wake up and realize this affects us all?
Do we need to see white people also get beaten before anybody will do anything? It's a bit incendiary for a breakfast show, don't you think? Now, if you believe the divide and conquer narrative pushed out by stations like The View, CNN, ABC, and MSNBC, to quote a few, that police officers in the US, and now in the West in general really, hate black people and are killing them like it's some kind of sport. It's a destructive narrative that instills victim mentality and does actually more harm to minorities, as this is simply false. But now mainstream commentators are openly asking, do we need to see white people get beaten in order for change to happen? A reckless comment, to say the least. Now, as you've probably worked out from my voice, I'm from England, so I feel as though I don't have much of a say when it comes to American police reform, as I don't know the ins and outs of how the police departments are run in the US. But it doesn't take much brain power to see those 5 police officers couldn't control their temper, to put it mildly, and clearly received a lack of training to handle these stressful situations. And now, a young man has been tragically killed. But over in Britain, Dr. Shola Mos-Shog Bamaimu says the source of this problem is white supremacy. Let's take a look.
There've just been too many. From between George Floyd and today, nothing has changed. I very much doubt that anything will change until we eradicate the source of this problem, which is white supremacy. Listen, the vicious and brutal, unjust.
Black that killed
This is why I'm about to educate some people right now. The vicious, brutal, unjustified extrajudicial killing of Tyre Nichols is as a result of a police system that is built on white supremacy. White supremacy underpins the policing and criminal justice system, both in the United States and the United Kingdom. It shapes a culture that sees black people as less, treats black lives as disposable, and ensures that black lives don't matter.
So let's get this straight. 5 black cops kill a black man. Police staff representation by race in Memphis is 52%, but it's white people. Of course it is. Many people are tired and bored of these trivial takes calling everything white supremacy. Even milk and the countryside are considered a form of white supremacy, for crying out loud. This isn't about race. It's about a personal vendetta. It's about self-accountability, but most of all, it's about poorly trained police officers who need to be held accountable for their actions.